Hey guys, so welcome to our first press conference of the season. It's for our game against Tomiris-Turan.
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. I think obviously we had to cut the time available because we have limited time on what we could give the players in terms of a rest after a tough Euros and a tough last season as well. So, but I think pretty much most teams were in a similar situation. We obviously suffered a little bit more with the Lionesses, having represented by 7 players, so it limited us in terms of our squad numbers. But you know, we've had a good few days training with those girls. The rest of the group is looking good as well, so we're in pretty good shape. Well, I think they had some time at the end of May, but I think it's just the modern day footballer now. I think it's really difficult because you've got so much going on. I think next year's World Cup, the year after Olympics again. So the demands on the players are really tough. You know, at this moment in time, we still have a Christmas break. I can see that changing, but I think it's good in the respect that there's a period that we can look at giving the players a bit of rest. But the same situation again, you don't want to decondition too much because you know you really go into a heavy period in January sometimes with, especially over the last 2 years. I think in January it's been really busy for us. We've had a game every 3 days with COVID issues, etc. So yeah, it's really tough on the players, and I think it's understanding that, trying to help them along the way, making sure they're recovered properly in between games is going to be really key. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's good. I mean, at the moment she's not back with us because we've given her some extended time away due to personal reasons. So yeah, but again, yeah, really super proud of all of the girls, and I think that's the word that we've used a hell of a lot, whether it's been privately with the players, you know, socially. I think that the amount of pride that we have as a club with those players, and all of our representation as well at the Euros. You know, when you forget players for Spain, players for Norway, Holland, Sweden. So, you know, we had really good representation there.
How much of a boost is that going into the season?
Yeah, huge boost. I think, you know, we had Steph for kind of like small doses last season, you know, at the beginning, just after Christmas, and lost her on a couple of occasions. So she's a big player for us, you know, on and off the pitch. The leadership she brings is second to none, and I think that's been proved with what she's done here at the club and what she's done on the international scene for England as well. So to have her back is great, and also Esme as well. You know, I think we have to make sure that we manage these players well in the first couple of months of the season. But I think, like I said previously, with the squad that we have now, I feel we're in better shape to take on those types of issues. Well, it's trying to avoid it is really difficult. You know, we've been, both teams, us and Madrid, were dealt real difficult tie in round 2, which is so rare that happens, that you get 2 seeded teams that meet each other in round 2, and it's happened in round 3 this year. So it's unbelievable, really. But I think it just goes to show that, you know, the levels are really improving in the women's game, and 3rd place in the league now is not going to guarantee you an easy tie. Sometimes you can get that kind of easy tie and pathway through to round 2, and then potentially you can get an easier one in round 2 that gets you through to the group stages. So this is a real tough challenge, there's no doubt about that. The unfortunate thing for me is we're going to lose one really good team that should be in the group stages, and I think when you look at the setup of, you know, the competition, that'd be a real shame for me. I think it was a shame last year, and I think it'd be a shame this year as well, because obviously one of us is going to suffer.
The team that you won't be facing tomorrow?
In all honesty, not a hell of a lot, but they've obviously qualified in their domestic league. We have managed to get some footage. It took a while, but we have quite an aggressive team. Come out and try to engage man for man. This is what we've seen previously. Whether they do that against us or not remains to be seen, but we're prepared for that. But yeah, I think it was limited, but we have managed to do as much homework as we can.